Well, welcome to another walkthrough after a huge win by the Broncos, 21-17 in Philly. All of a sudden, we're Super Bowl contenders. It feels good. How are they going to handle the praise? Yet to be seen. But we got some plays we want to go over here on the walkthrough. Jake Plummer, you got the wrong helmet.
My bad. Damn
you got the wrong helmet.
Wrong walkthrough.
Okay, all right.
I was a Sun Devil.
Okay.
Oh,
and so we're going to go over a couple plays from the game. Jake, should we get it started?
Let's do it.
We're going to start with the very first drive of the game, 3rd and 6. Cortland Sutton down the right sideline, dropped the ball, hit him right in the chest.
And now looking way down the field for Sutton. It went right to his hands.
He could have caught it, probably should have caught it, Jake.
Yeah, most definitely. But I was surprised 3rd and 6. What a great play call. You stretch the defense. You're confident in your signal caller, and that's Mr. Bo Nix. So I thought, what a great call. Again, when I come up and I see one-on-one with my guy, and it's a go, I know this is stealing from a baby. So he threw a great ball. As we saw, the bad thing about it is that it wasn't complete. Obviously, Cortland did a great job to get in position, to get on top of the defender. But what we saw was what we like to call a lot of hand fighting. I guess that's what we used to call it.
Yep.
The DB's on him, he's got tight coverage. And instead of just playing the ball, as you saw there, the ball.
And he pushed him too late, couldn't get his hands back, and the ball went right through his hands.
He kind of rode him too, he kind of had it there. And so when the ball came, he was pushing, the ball came, he couldn't get his hand back in time. So for a receiver, the greatest ones, they always would be able to do it with their elbow to create that and come down with the catch. So as we saw though, Cortland got over it and balled out the rest of the game.
But there's a couple different techniques and ways you'd handle that. The chicken wing, last minute, or Cortland's so big, he could have gone and go up like that. Go up, big body, he does that every single game. He could have done that, but here's the thing. He had that drop and he came back and made up for it in a major way.
Yes, and Bo kept coming to him because you know that's your workhorse. You got to have him all game.
Another moment of hand fighting.
Yes.
Broncos defense, second to last play of the game.
Yes.
JL Skinner.
Kind of this direction.
Covering that tight end, coming towards the corner.
Philly's taking shots to try to get down there. The ball's coming in, and Skinner had great coverage, also had his jersey. Instead of turning to look, you can't really go there. Instead of having a hand on him, he turns and looks. I believe if he did this, he gets his first career interception, toes in, game over. But the handsy thing, he got away with the PI, everybody. We know this. Philly fans are pissed off as we would be here. He held. The ref was behind him. The ref didn't see. He got away with it. And we live to fight another day. We win the game. Look at me, I covered so well, I held the hell out of him. But listen, Skinner, you're doing a great job. Keep it up.
Live to fight another day. All right, there's a Marvin Mims drop that we want to go over because we talk a lot about hand position on catches. Sometimes these receivers are getting their hands out of position. Marvin Mims coming across the field on a cross.
Very little happening offensively for the Broncos. Can that change down the field? Incomplete. That was intended for Mims.
A low ball, he tried to catch it like that, went off his fingertips. You don't want to go down like this when you're coming across the ball because it's really hard to create a little cup to catch it or a little bowl to catch it. You got to get hands underneath it or else it's just going to fall right off your fingertips. So if you're coming down like that, you want to get underneath that ball even if you have to get to the ground to do it. First down.
First down. Great point, Nate. If you look at some of the best receivers, when they're going to the ball like this, it's limiting. You can only go so far. Or here you can get a much more extension. Mims, as fast as he was too, runs and gets there and could get his hands on that. But he did a great job. Special teams, I think Mims was player of the week for sure.
Well, Mims is a badass, and they're just
great player.
And there is some gray area there too, because we're talking about hands together like this when you're up here, but down here, sometimes you get caught in the belt line and it's the angle of the ball, but you just got to figure out where your hands are going to be the strongest in the ability to squeeze that football.
And the way you do that is constant repetitions, constant repetitions. Now listen, it would have been a hell of a catch. Trust me, that was a good ball. He gave him a shot, but I think he maybe makes that, as Nate said, if he flips those hands.
And it's the same rule for every receiver room. If you touch it, you should catch it.
Yes.
No matter what, every receiver believes that. And so he's going up to Bo afterwards saying, my bad, Bo, my bad. All right.
It's all right, man.
It's all right, yeah. All right, so let's get into one of the plays that you said was the play of the game.
Yeah.
It was a hot route, second and whatever it was, 14. Take us through that.
Okay,
I'm gonna be Cortland Sutton on this side of the ball.
So as I approach the line of scrimmage, we got a four receiver over here to the left and one back to the right. As I come up, I know now I only got 5 guys protecting me. And the protection was such that they set it to the guy over here that was over Cortland. But when Bo came up, you saw him point back to the right. From my experience, he was redirecting the mic. Redirect the mic backside, that means the line's gonna go to that guy to eliminate him from my worries, meaning the only guy I have to be aware of is the one that could be free if he comes that's lined up over Cortland. And
so that means I gotta know too. And a lot of times the receiver is so focused on his route and getting into it that he's not watching the defense and seeing who's blitzing and replacing that area and giving his quarterback a friendly throw. So that's exactly what Cortland did, and he picked up huge yardage.
We call that being on the same page.
On the same page.
Same page. So here we go on the same page. The ball snapped, Bo gets it, a guy is free. Bo did a great job of a little pump fake to get him up. And what Cortland did really well was he got into my vision. So I could see him deliver the ball, and he turned north. He ended up getting almost a first down. He was just a couple yards short. But what a great job by both players, the line, everybody to communicate in a hostile environment, of course, on the road in Philly.
Let's do it facing that way so they can see what you see.
So we break the huddle, boom, we're coming out. I know I got my 4-man receivers over here, one over here. I'm coming up, I'm looking at the defense. I got 4 down linemen, 2 linebackers. One of them that could cover Nate, one that could be free because there's no one there for him to cover. So what I'm gonna do is redirect here, and I know now this guy comes, I'm hot. As the ball snaps, said, huh, I'm dropping back. Oh, I see him coming. Deliver a good ball. As you see my feet, both feet were like this. Now let's be very thankful that he can make throws off schedule with his feet kind of wonky. But play of the game, I think, 2.5 minutes left. That drive continues. They get a field goal out of it, which puts pressure on Philly to have to score a touchdown to win.
Maybe play of the game number 2, a real nutsy call, a ballsy call by Sean Payton going for 2, down 1.
Yeah.
On the road, and they did a play. Well, you want to talk a little bit about that play?
Well, the timing of it I thought was great. 7 minutes plus left in the game. Your defense was balling. Let's put our hands together for the defense. They balled out and stopped what I feel is like one of the hardest QBs in the league to defend is a guy like Jalen Hurts that can throw it and he can run. They shut down the run for Jalen. As that play went, they'd scored and they on the road, your defense is balling. Let's go for 2.
Here's the rollout, the throw, it's there. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
So we're coming up, and if I'm Bo, I got the play called. I know what's happening. It's a sprint right going to Franklin. I got a back on my right. As Bo comes out of the huddle, he comes out and he does a little twist, but he's getting his depth. 1, 2, 3, 4, and throwing to Franklin. One key thing that happened here was J.K. Dobbins. Thank you, J.K. Dobbins, for doing your job. It's not an easy job to do, but you did it perfectly. As Bo's rolling right, be the D in now. J.K.'s coming from depth. He's going as fast as he can, right down into the legs of that defender. Why, you say? Because when a defensive end gets someone at their legs, they put their hands down to protect themselves. He got his hands down. Bo hit his 4th step. Ball was out. Franklin caught it with his speed. Another great play, another play of the game, executed perfectly. And again, definitely ballsy.
You know, for Troy Franklin, for that route, he's one of the faster guys on the team. They love his speed. They love the connection with Bo. And it's he's just taking 1 step, jab step in, and then brace into the pylon. And he's gonna beat that guy every time. The only thing with Troy, his hands were still a little weird on the play, but he made the catch, so all is forgiven. And the Broncos get a huge win
He
at
almost
Philly.
made 2 catches on that one. It kind of secured it. But again, like you said, that field goal that they got after that hot route,
Yeah,
now Philly could tie it with a field goal.
Right.
That extra 2 points was huge.
yeah. Going into that game, Broncos were 2-2, lost a couple tough games. People were like, "Oh, the Broncos even any good?" Now, a whole lot changes in 1 week, right? Now all of a sudden they beat the champs. They're Super Bowl contenders. As a quarterback, how do you handle the expectations? How do you handle that kind of victory where everyone all of a sudden is putting you in a top 5 power ranking?
Back in the day, we didn't have a chance to go to London and not be around anybody here that's going to be like, oh my God, you're the best. Wow, you guys are, I'm putting 100 down on you to win the Super Bowl. You're the best. You're in top 5 power rankings.
Yeah, in London, they're going to be like, who are you, mate? I've never heard of you, mate.
Yes, exactly. And that's great because now you can settle in, let that win go, and get ready to play what I feel like is a dangerous, dangerous team in the NFL. Because
The Jets.
you said, oh, they're not that good. Well, when you lose on the last play of a game twice,
Yeah,
you're a damn good football team.
because that's happened to the Broncos earlier.
Yes, you're one of the top echelons no matter what. So before they beat Philly, I knew that they were a good football team. They just
The
had
Broncos,
a
yeah.
couple bad breaks go against them to lose those two.
Yeah.
They went and showed everybody in Philly against the 4-0 Philadelphia Eagles, who were infighting and having their own little battles. If I want the ball, give me the ball. I like my necklace, I want the ball. It's just like, shut the fuck up and play.
Yeah.
And someone probably said that to him, maybe not. I don't know.
I don't think so.
Anyway, great that they're in London. They don't have family, they don't have friends, they don't have grocers, they don't have people at wherever they're getting gas, lauding them with all this amazing praise. Because listen, it's still a third of the way through the season.
Yeah.
They got to get ready to go play these 0-5 Jets who have to listen to that too when they go home. It's not, oh, you're the best. It's, what's wrong with y'all? You get paid, you sucked. And that sucks. So I would say this is a scary game for the Broncos. They better come, and we're going to get to see how focused they are this week.
So Jake, as a player on the field, your performance spoke for itself. But off the field, people couldn't see behind the curtain and know what kind of leader you were, what kind of inclusive, locker room presence you were. If you're going to London with your team and you're off riding this high, do you do any, do you take the lineman out for a dinner? Do you schedule? Do you do anything like a set piece away from the facility or whatever, or do you just kind of organically let guys do their thing?
No, I'm going to my room to study, and I'm going to go to practice and stay as much in a routine as I can.
Yeah.
Maybe go on a walk or two just to get out and move my legs and see what's around. But no, this is not going to London to have fun. This is going to London to escape a dangerous team in the Jets, try to get a victory here, because 0-6 as a pro is not fun.
Yeah, you got to respect every opponent.
0-6 Jets are going to come out, they're going to fight their asses off, especially if they got a win like this against the Broncos, who are now the Super Bowl champion contenders.
Right.
So yeah, there's a lot going on. It's a trap game, whatever. Trap games can happen. It doesn't matter what we all say, it's what the team feels.
Right.
But this team is focused, and I believe Sean will have them ready.
And that's what it is. It's about Sean and his messaging. And I think he has a message for every situation, and it's always the right one. Yes. And so do you, Jake. And so do we at the Walkthru. Let's break it down. Walkthru on 3. 1, 2, 3. Walkthru.